which I did not put in the book. What did I learn from Barbara Bush in 30 years? Answer: everything contained in these pages, but for me, choose happiness was her most important lesson. I hope she knows helping her with this book, our third book project together, made me very happy. Jean Becker.
Forward. There are those who might say Mother was bossy. Others might call her opinionated. I was certainly on the receiving end of many strongly worded pieces of advice. Fortunately, a few of them took. As I've always said, I inherited my daddy's eyes and my mother's mouth. Simply put, Mom could be a bit of a blurter, and she had a wonderful sense of humor. In my last conversation with her on this earth, I called to tell her I loved her. "I love you too," she responded. "And you're my favorite son." On the phone. It was classic Barbara Bush. With trademark delivery, Mom's humor lightened the mood. She was quipping into the grave, and it put me at ease, knowing that her soul was at ease. Barbara Bush was much more than just a sharp tongue. Sure, she could be tough and intimidating, but as you'll find out in this book, her honesty came from a heart for others. For those of us who had the great privilege of knowing and loving Mother, to keep all her great advice to ourselves would be selfish. You could say it has given us a bit of a competitive advantage in life. The purpose of this book is to share the advice and life lessons the friends and family of Barbara Bush have been keeping in their hearts. You will hear from her children and grandchildren, extended family members, friends and former staff, presidents and prime ministers, and a celebrity or two. We all have at least one thing in common. We adored Barbara Bush, and we are better people for having listened to her. George W. Bush, oldest child of Barbara Bush, 43rd President of the United States.
Chapter 1. Family First.
Mom has taught me to be a better parent, a better person, and a better citizen. Neil Bush.
What better place to start with the wit and wisdom of Barbara Bush than with her family? They were, after all, the very essence of her life. In her nearly 93 years of giving advice, yes, she no doubt started in the womb by delivering her mother a kick or two, she most certainly showered her children and grandchildren with more advice than any other group of people. How to eat, how to dress, how to behave, how to make their bed, whom to date. They rarely needed to wonder just where their mother, Ganny, stood on most matters. So it was with some surprise to her children that when their mom published her memoirs in 1994, she included a letter she had written them in the spring of 1993, but had never mailed. Why? She just didn't think it was proper. This was news to them. Here is what she had written.
It was one night about this time that I absolutely couldn't sleep, and I got to thinking about what I had learned in life, sometimes the hard way, and the advice I'd like to give my precious children if I could or would. I found myself at the computer composing a letter, which I never sent, but would like to share with you now. I can think of no better lesson to teach you than to try, and oh boy, how hard it is, to always find the good in people and not the bad. I remember many years ago that I wasted so much time worrying about my mother. I suffered because she and I had a chemical thing. I loved her very much, but was hurt by her. I'm sure that I hurt her a lot, too. Grace Walker said to me once, "Think of all the lovely things about your mother, all the things you love and are proud of about her." There were so many that I couldn't count them all. I think that I expected her to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, certainly not me. So